All right, everyone. Welcome to another Quack podcast episode. This is number 15, and I have the special privilege of being with none other than ksamra. He works for Sioux Lake, and it's been an honor and a privilege to break the ice with him the other day. And now we're here. It is a pre-recording, but if you're watching this, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think of the episode. But without further ado, let me introduce ksamra. And ksamra, if you want to, introduce yourself, let people know who you are.
Hello, hello. I'm Ksamra, and I'm an artist in company called Sulake, which makes a product called Habbo. And yeah,
Yeah, and that's
and
awesome.
some
You've
of
been and you've been
you,
around for a while, right?
yeah, some of you might already know me, and I have been around for a while. Yeah.
And in terms of the art you've done, and how long, like when did you start at Sulaki?
Okay, yeah. Basically, I started on day one of the company. And that depends a little bit how you count it, because I had some previous experience with the two founders of the company on some project, and it was because of that it was really natural me to jump in right away and attend to the brainstorming and production of the what became Apple.
That's amazing. Like it's kind of crazy that it's been, you know, basically over 2 decades. Like it's crazy to think that this game is like my childhood, and for people watching here and listening, they're thinking to themselves like at a game of pure nostalgia, that with
Mm.
a niche and a unique design has like come back, right? Like out of nowhere in a game called Origins. And for some people still playing modern, it's nice to see. And for anyone listening and watching, something you might not know is the room you're seeing here is the podcast room. And he revealed to me the other day that 8 of the items in this room is actually designed by him. So you might actually have a room right now that is actually his design, his work, his efforts. So take a guess in the comments of what you think the items are. I think I had my guess, and maybe we'll take a browse later in the hotel, and I'll see if I got it right. But Samra, in terms of your journey, obviously you said you've been here day one in the start.
Mm.
Like Habbo is a very niche and unique design. How did you like come up with the design? Like, did you get like instructions? Did they tell you what they want, or you just like you woke up one day and you're like, this is what I envision?
Uh, well, the company was founded by two guys, and the other one was a creative one, and the other one was a technical one. And they had previously earlier made uh, one small project called Mobile Disco, and they were hired for the digital agency I was working on, and uh, the base kind of what Habbo feels and look was defined in one picture which the creative guy had made, and that kind of created the base for the visuals and scales and whatever. Yeah. So I'm kind of not responsible for everything at all.
So in terms of the designs of this like ice, what is it called? Like isometric, like the how the furniture is looking in the direction, how it's all
Yeah.
positioned, and the colors. Um, what was the first item like that inspired you, or like did you look out one day and you're like, I want to make this in the game, or where did your inspiration come from?
There's 25 years. Difficult to remember.
Yeah, no,
But
no worries.
uh, maybe we go through later in the podcast how things kind of started and so. But like
Hmm.
the first impression kind of was that there was not nothing. It was empty space, and
Hmm.
you had to start somewhere. And there was me and one other artist who kind of started to build, do the production, and he has started to make those mold furnitures, for example, which were sleek and designed like items and really cool. And I kind of thought that okay, that could there be also some other angles than kind of real world desirable like expectations angle, and wanted to go to the something comfortable and cozy and maybe not that expensive looking like and make the lodge furnitures.
That's awesome. Yeah, like when I started playing the game 20 years 21 years ago, because I started in '04, and then I went to '05 with Habbo.ca. Like the game was introduced to me from a friend, and it's kind of crazy because this game isn't made in Canada, isn't made in the US. Like it was made, out in Europe, and it somehow went to it was a global phenomenon, right? Like it's everywhere, like people were playing it and conversing. Did you expect it? Like I know it might be hard to remember during that time, but did you
Hmm.
expect it to be that popular, like during that time where like it just blew up like globally?
No, but of course, like uh, there was some expectations, and of course we wanted it to succeed.
Of
But
course.
like when they started to pop hotels here and there, it was pretty crazy as you
Yeah.
described. Like
Yeah. Oh, it was crazy. You must have met some cool celebrities. Because I remember that's what I remember too. Like I remember like celebrities like that were like coming into the hotel. I think one that pops in my mind right now is like Selena Gomez. That was like a fun one. My favorite was the Gorillas. I remember the Gorillas from back in
uh,
the day. That was a fun one. And then they were like walking around. They had a cool little badge as well. And those are imprinted memories in my mind.
yeah,
And like it's surreal to like revisit the game and still remember. I The one thing I will say I wish I had was screenshots of all those moments. I don't have my old what did I have before, like a Windows 95 computer or like Windows 2000
yeah,
computer. Like I don't have that anymore. But in
yeah.
terms of the popularity of the game and the style, did you did you just continue to want to make similar things, or like I know you made the Habbo Club furniture line, right? Did
Yeah.
you kind of, I don't know, like change your creative like focus like over the years, or did you stay consistent? You're like, you know what, I want to maintain this style. I want to maintain like what we're doing here, because the style has changed, right, over the years. So
Over the
what's
years, yes.
right?
There has been plenty of people who have drawn like furniture, for example, or and it's a quite big group of like people who have done pixel art there, and but about my and that's kind of is of course causing a little bit so that like everybody has their own style and they do it, and some furnitures you might recognize that okay, this one is made by same guy that done this and so. And about my style, of course, maybe it has like developed a little. I made those lodge furnitures, and now I made those couple of extensions for that set kind of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think those used some techniques or had something that I wish I could have had back then when I made the first ones. Of course, like you develop.
That's awesome. Yeah, the lodge furniture is easily like one of my favorites. And in Origins, you might not have noticed, they remade it twice. So you might have
Yeah,
noticed. So good. I don't know. I can't remember who made the first one, the cabin one. I can't remember who did that
strong
one.
one.
Oh, Strong Handle
Stronghold
did?
made.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah, that one is probably the most popular furniture line for all the room
that's
builds
really
right now.
good.
You right?
It's
You
really good.
probably
Yeah,
like notice it, right? And then now
yeah,
I think it was Goob that made the Amberwood, right? So
yeah,
she like
yeah.
changed the way it looked, and now that's becoming very very popular. So it's kind of funny
Yeah.
that how does that make you feel that people like other people that play the game, like I know Strong Handle used to play the game and Goob obviously plays the game now, like how does that make you feel that they're taking inspiration from you, from what you created originally?
Of course, it makes me flattered that
Yeah.
like something I have done like is touching someone so that they want to make their own versions out of it. And by the way, Coop, very well done.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice, nice mood in the umbrella. What's the umbrella wood? Umberwood.
Emberwood, yeah, Emberwood, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a part of like the autumn, the fall season, you
yeah,
know, Halloween and all
yeah,
that, and it is it's nice. Like Goob and I
yeah,
go back and forth, and she's probably listening to this right now, and when it goes up on YouTube. But Goob, you know, shout out to you. Like you killed it. Like the design is very nice. It's yeah, it's something special. It's
yeah.
I do know that there's other people they want to see a stone one now next, right? So
Oh, that would be nice. Can I steal that idea?
yeah, steal it. There's a person that his name is Frog. I believe he designed
Mhm.
something like he did like a couple things. So hey, reach out to him if anything. But yeah, steal the idea. Everyone has been talking about it, by the way. Like they want stone now. So if you want inspiration or if you want someone to do it like Frog, you know, like these it's funny because it's all coming from something 20 years ago, like over 20 years ago. You know what I mean? And it's like revamped, you know, and it's yeah, it's like an emotional feeling. It's like nostalgia but like feeling new, like feeling fresh,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
the way I like to see it. Now,
agree.
in terms of the over the years, obviously you've been here on and off for quite some time, and do you feel like obviously you love what you do, right?
Mhm.
uh,
Yes, I do.
right, and do you feel like inspired like new, like right now you just had a good reaction with the stone, like someone wants stone now, is that what it takes, like someone just giving an idea and you're like wow, like that piques an interest,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, basically it's just like what pops in your mind or what you see somewhere or some emotion or what you're trying to achieve or some feeling or usually there's some reason to do something. And
Mm,
then you start to think that, okay, what kind of emotions people have, what could be something that they get when they get that item or whatever, but not only the visuals, but the kind of the also the
like the feeling behind
whole
it,
thing.
right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And do you also think like when you created the lodge fernie, for example, there's
Mm,
a lot of different pieces.
mm.
Did you think about like how things would connect to each other, if they would all look good, like was that like how you like thought about it, or you're like I want a corner, I want a divider, you just and then you're like then we'll figure that out after, like how did that start?
Yeah, I don't exactly remember anymore, but like there, I remember that Polyphone or Mode series was the first one which has dot dividers, for
Hmm,
example, and the corner pieces and so. And
right.
I wanted to have the same pieces also in my set. And the kind of, so the users could choose whatever collection they want or set they want and build
Mm.
same kind of structures and do build same sort of features to their rooms, for example.
Okay, okay, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
There's a one item in my mind. I was gonna wait till later to ask about it, but it's stuck in here, and I gotta ask about it. Is the dragon? Did you make the dragon in the game?
No,
No. Oh, okay,
no, I
okay.
didn't.
Right? Yeah, that was the one that
It,
pops in
it
my
was,
head because that's
it was
something like everyone talks about, right?
it was made one of my colleague, which I kind of respect a lot,
Hmm.
and we afterwards became like family friends,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah,
That's
and it
awesome.
definitely is really well made piece of art,
It's
small piece
iconic.
of
It's
art.
iconic.
Yeah,
Everyone loves it. Even the new one, like you and I talked about this the other day, but the Bone
yeah,
Dragon, that is
yeah.
by far one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a game. Where I looked at my wallet and I was like, I'm buying one. I don't care. Like it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm buying it right now, and it is so cool. And then obviously we have this skeleton outfit from collectibles, and for everyone
Mm.
listening and watching, like Samra is a part of the collectibles team, and that's what he focuses on primarily. Are you excited to see the skeleton in the game, like the all right, that's gonna be popular. I guarantee everyone's gonna wear it.
You were not the only one who had to get the dragon, I really did it for to get the skin. It's. I think it's really like an exceptional thing.
Yeah, and yeah. The whole set was good because you guys also updated like the butler into like a skeleton thing that gives a like a bloody
Oh
drink, right?
yeah,
So, have you has the team started thinking about the past a little bit more? Because I've noticed recently a lot of the art is taking inspiration from back then, like the butler,
yeah.
right? The
Mm.
dragon, obviously. Is that something we're trying to go back to a little bit, like feed into the old style? Because I even notice even now there is going to be like a new color for like mode furniture, for example. Like,
Mm.
is the team trying to go back to that style, or is still the mix of the both?
It's a little bit like a complicated and organic like a thing.
Mm,
Uh, to me, recently it has been easy to pick some old ideas I have done and kind of make new versions out of it,
mm,
out of those. So kind of to me, it kind of represents the of something being a collectible, something
gotcha,
that you can achieve or um, get only that way.
gotcha.
It somehow uh, leans to a history and not nostalgia, but there's something new.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, the collectibles line. There's some cool stuff in there. Do you or is it other people that work on the outfits, like the collectibles outfits? Do you do that stuff or just the furniture side?
A little bit. I'm not on my best on the clothing,
Hmm.
but I'm really, really happy that we have Wataru with Dot in our team, who is really into clothing and he has done amazing stuff.
Yeah, there's some cool. Honestly, I always change my outfit. I've been doing a lot of like Halloween designs. So I wore like Aladdin the other day. I think I dressed myself out as like the mask. And I've just been it's there's so many options, right? You can just have some fun with it. So I've been enjoying it myself.
Yeah.
I know people watching this are probably from the Origins community, so they like the classic, right? They like the
Hmm.
nothing too extravagant. They like things very particular from the old ways. Like I wear my cowboy hat in the game nonstop. I probably will never stop wearing it, to be honest with you. But
I have to be honest with you, it warms my heart really much.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you make
Yeah.
all the clothing back then, or just like some when it first launched?
I made some, and the other artists made some. It was
Okay.
like a joint effort to do the basic stuff what we had to do. The
Mm.
creative founder laid out a certain base, like defined the visuals, but we kind of did the pretty much uh, of the whole production, which kind of then opened as a Hotel Kultakala.
Wow, that okay, that's cool. So you're telling me the because we talked the other day and you sent me a screenshot of my podcast room and you told me there's
Hmm.
8 items in there that you've designed. My
Mm.
outfit is the vest, the red vest with the yellow, the cowboy hat, and I wear the blue jeans. Did you design all of that, or was that like a mix of the two?
Uh, uh, the creative guy had made a kind of a template for the
Mm.
character, and he made the first version of the characters.
Oh, okay.
Like, but those were kind of like flat versions, and me and the other artists kind of started to produce more clothing from there. And
Cool.
of course, it wasn't like a really long time after there was new artists also hired because there was so much work.
Yeah, I can
And
only imagine. Right. I'm
yeah,
a cowboy hat till the end. Like I love it. That's my thing. And I've
yeah,
noticed you'll notice if as we will visit the hotel after the end of this podcast, but you'll notice like there are some people in the game that that's their outfit. Like my outfit I wear every day. I don't really change it. Like it's very like it's your quote unquote look, like it's your experience, it's how you want to dress in the game. And I think that's what makes Habbo very unique from other games, because
yeah,
you can be what
yeah,
you want to be. You and I talked about this the
yeah,
other day. You can do whatever you want. You can
yeah,
build a fun room, you can build a castle, you can build a maze, you can build a game room, or you can build a chill room, a hangout.
yeah,
It's like a world within a world, and I find that very exciting.
yeah, yeah. It is, and I have noticed the same that it feels me quite comfortable to wear or try to represent same dude, like
Hmm.
with different outfits maybe, but it has to be the same. It is me in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, right? And that's,
yeah,
I think it's kind
yeah.
of cool. It's very meta. It's very like it's very different. And like I've made some good friends, like over the past years, like in the game itself. And it's interesting because it's like back in the day, we had like things like Skype, and now we have
Mm,
Discord, and obviously Discord become is another element. But in
mm.
the game itself, it's like you're walking around, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a different feeling, and I,
I know what you mean. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
Like
totally know. Yeah, yeah.
right?
It's like to me the feeling is totally different because you are meeting someone in
Yeah,
a space, and you
yeah,
that where the point where you stand in the room, the point where you sit on the room with who,
yeah.
with and how you are wearing stuff, how
Hmm.
you behave, how you talk, that matters. Like it's
Yeah,
more like in real life. There's certain
exactly.
things that are not kind of coming through only with messages, text messages.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. You get more like you can get more feeling out of it. You can understand their tone because you can see the emotion on the
Yeah,
face, right? You
yeah,
grab someone's grabbing a drink, and you could see like you and
yeah,
I
yeah,
are on the same page there. It's very special, and
yeah,
I think that's the
yeah.
perfect word for it. Is there something you've worked on? Because some people watching this know you and know the stuff you've done in the past. Is there something
Mm.
that you've worked on that people don't know, that would actually surprise them?
Uh, well, those are things maybe you don't shout so loud so much, but uh, well, I took a brief tour in the origins before our podcast, and I was
Hmm.
thinking that what's what I have done here, which is not maybe mentioned so much. Basically, I have been doing. I was doing quite a lot, for example, user interface work or and design at the early stages. For example, the navigator is designed by me and it's made by me, and catalog and uh,
Okay.
and yeah,
And the
one
purse as
funny
well.
thing. Yeah, sorry.
And the purse as
First,
well.
the first was not done by me. It was made another really old school and old like not in heart, old like artist in Sulake, Radis.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, like when it comes to like the old like the art itself, it's I'll be honest with you. I told you this the other day. I suck at pixel art. Like I can't do it. Like I could do it, but I look at someone else's and I go, you know what? That's talent. You know, it's a different experience overall. You've obviously done so much. Like, and as we walk around in the hotel later in this podcast, you mentioned to me the other day that Origins launching, you know, when Maccabee launched this, it made you feel something. Like it made you like you it made you feel good, you know, that your work has come back to life essentially, right? Could you talk a little bit more about that? Like how like when you heard that it
Okay.
was coming, like how did that make you feel?
Well, it's been 25 years. Habbo is 25 years old, and I have been. I was working back then there, and I was kind of. I had done like a lot of stuff there. I was young dude then, and it brought back so much memories for me.
Yeah.
You know, it was time machine Magleby
Yeah.
has made.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Time
Yeah,
machine. It's
yeah.
it's it's kind of like even when I heard about the game launching, I saw it on like TikTok, and I go, wait a minute, like wait, the old game is coming back. What? How did they get like it's
Hmm.
Shockwave? Like how did they get this to work? And I have to say, even for me, like being a player, and I go, wow, like this is it's old but fresh. Yeah, you know what I mean. And
Hmm.
there's been some new things. You obviously know, like the gardening has been the latest thing right now. We've had
Yeah,
fishing now in the game, so it's
yeah.
turning like into like Maccabey's trying to push it into more of a like a game, like something that you can
Hmm.
come back to. You have a reason to come back to, and I think that's unique. It's like, you know, respecting the past, but understanding that we have to adapt to the future. We have to do different things so that way
Hmm.
people are interested. I know next month we have Neopets, for example, coming in, and that's like kind of surreal that it's like two worlds of pure nostalgia, right? Pure
Oh
nostalgia,
yeah.
right? Just
Oh
coming
yeah.
together. And
Yeah.
by the way, I've been reading the comments online and reading what people are saying on Neopet's side and here. Everyone's loving it. I don't think I've seen one negative comment. I've seen. I think the most negative comments I heard was it's like what did they say? They go finally. You know what I mean? Like finally. Like this is like it's about time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's about time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I love that reaction from people because I love what Neopets do with their marketing and stuff, and it's like it's a match
Yeah.
made in heaven. You know, are you excited?
Yes.
Like,
Exactly.
yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I agree totally on that. That those two things are something which people who have played those like uh, as they were like 20 years later
Yeah,
younger,
hmm,
and now they might see it somewhere that okay, this still exists, and how it's doing there. Let's go.
yeah,
Let's see.
yeah. Like I have a friend that we were close 20 years ago on
Mm,
Habbo.ca, and I had my room. I was finishing building a room, and then he just comes in, but he used the same username in Origins that he did on Habbo.ca, so I recognized it. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
yeah,
is this you? And it was his name is Drewer. So shout out to Drewer. And I was just like, Drew, is that you? And he goes, like,
yeah,
I changed my username, and I was like, yeah, it's me. And I was like, hey man, this is me from back then. And I'm like, how did he hear about Origins? And he said it was his friends that saw the Neopets Habbo collaboration
okay.
ad, and that said, hey,
Oh,
like this game is back, like did you know about it? And then he's just like, no, I didn't know. And then he logged in, created an account, all because of this advertisement. So it's funny that we're branching into that world. So I just wanted to share that. It's it makes me feel old. I'm not gonna lie to you. In some ways, I'm just like, man, I haven't talked to this person in 20 years. But it also makes me feel young as well, that we're able to kind of still have our childhood experience come back to life, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But let's not talk about getting old.
No, no, let's not. Let's definitely not. Let's move on from that topic.
Yeah.
Out of all the things you've made in the game over the years, is there one thing that you go, "That's my favorite"? Like that's my favorite thing. I know it's gonna be hard to answer, but do you have something that you really love the most?
That is hard because, of course, like there's kind of yeah, it has been my day-to-day job, and I have
Mm-hmm.
done many things. And some of things I am happy with, some of things I am happy with, and users are happy with for
Mm-hmm.
of the people who have those. And some things I am not happy with
Mm-hmm.
so much. But some, I could say that for example, the club furniture is something I feel that I then got what I was aiming for, and so and those like for example, it's really funny how that small duck in the bathroom set, which I also made in the really like almost as my first furniture as a really like a noob pixel artist, and how it has started to live its own life,
Yeah.
and those are strange things.
Yeah, it's the speaking on the Habbo Cup furniture, like I remember back in the day like getting like getting my membership and then you get your one furniture per month, right? And
Yeah,
then in
yeah.
Origins it came back to life and like the for me the club sofa, like the HC sofa is it's so iconic. Like it's the
Oh,
green and the color and the style. It's the first item, right? It's the
yeah.
item that like kicks off the journey, right?
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
yeah, that's my
But
favorite one by far. Like I love it.
that is kind of what I was talking about a little bit, that it's also the emotion like what you get. It's
Hmm.
not only the cool looking furniture or something, but it represents something you want to kind of be with. You know, it's old. It's not like it's old and little bit like a maybe how do you say it? I don't
Like it's all the fresh,
comfortable looking.
comfortable. Yeah,
Yes,
comfortable
yeah,
is a good word. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
It's
pleasant,
not
you know.
trying to look expensive, for example, and it's something common people could have in their some place they want to spend time.
Yeah, like a nice hangout spot,
Yeah,
like right now, like for everyone watching, like obviously you're not seeing us, you're seeing in the game, but we're able to see each other, and he's able to see my nerd room behind me, and it's kind of like this. It's like I have a comfortable. This is my comfortable style, right? This is my
yeah.
thing, right? And
And you are
it,
able to see my cool hoodie.
exactly. Yeah, he's wearing the skull, the Bubba skull hoodie, and it's I'm jealous. For anyone
Sorry
listening,
colors.
just know that I'm
Sorry
jealous
colors.
that I want that sweater. But I'm wearing a Spider-Man outfit, so he's seeing me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
You said, yeah.
Yeah. In terms of the Habbo Club furniture line, was there any item in the first year that you wanted to redo that you look back to? You're like, you know what, I would change the Dice Master, or I would change the Majestic Chair, or is there any that you're like, I wish I could do it again? Or are you happy? Like you're like, you know what, this is exactly how I wanted it.
I'm pretty happy for those items and other. Uh, I don't remember was it the first set or second set, but a couple of items were done by some other artists because I had to do something else too,
Hmm.
and uh, I could make those. Those are very well done, but obviously, like you can detect that those are not done by the same person.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you're right. I guess in some ways, by looking at the furniture, you can kind of tell who made it, right? You can kind of
Mhm.
you can kind of see. I think if I were to make if any choice, I think one thing would be cool is like if the furniture would say something on the bottom saying like designed by, and then like it has like the person's name. I think that'd be kind of cool because there are many artists, right? There's yourself, of
Yeah,
course. There's
and
community artists, right? But
there
there's a
has
lot.
been like a lot. There has been a lot of like artists working, and times change and people change and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, like
So,
things obviously people like move on or do other things, right? But
yeah.
it's kind of surreal. Like I know we have Strong Handle right now, and he's someone who's talented. You know, he does a lot of great things. In terms of like my favorite item in the game, I think if I were to choose like a rare item, it would be like it probably would be the dragon. The dragon is just such a like it's something that just
It,
everyone loves, and the throne too is iconic that everyone loves,
yeah,
and then the
yeah,
typewriter, of course. Right? There's just so
yeah.
many like
Oh,
nostalgia. Oh, you made the
there was
typewriter? Your reaction?
there was that funny story behind it that we had that like a web scene, like a new website magazine for the for the users in the
Mm,
Finland, Kultakalan Kuvalehti, and we were like taking some articles from the users and had them there, and we wanted to give them somehow, and and then I was thinking that what could be a nice gift and kind of what else could small journalist want than a nice small typewriter.
actually, that makes sense. Yeah, because I remember in Habbo.ca there was like the newsy, like the newsletter, the weekly newsletter, and then yeah, like
Yeah.
you guys would pull like stuff from the community, and then they would get it. That's actually how I got my first typewriter in
Oh, nice.
Habbo.ca, like way back, and it was it's you know what's the weird part is the rarity of some of these items. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
a lot some of these items
Yeah.
become so rare, right? That only a few
Yeah.
people in the game have it, and it's funny when I was a kid and like playing it and getting my name in the newsletter and getting that typewriter, I was just like
Yeah.
I felt accomplished. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
just it felt rewarding, and it's good to know that you actually like worked on that. That's kind of cool.
That,
That's
that,
exciting.
that's also one really nice thing that some of the items tell kind of stories about the
True.
person who has it, and either like he has done something or uh, uh, has got it via trading or something. But
Hmm.
those are also like a personal stories,
Yeah.
like kind of.
I 100% agree with you. Like there are some items in the game, even in Origins, that I go, I can remember when I got it. I can remember that first
Yeah.
moment I got it, and even in Modern, because I have a lot of my furniture in Modern, and I can look back and I go, yeah, I remember this moment, or I remember the room I was in.
Mm.
Like in .ca, there were my I think I got my first throne. There used to be Habbo staff members called Dubia and Dilius, and they had like
Mm-hmm.
something called the D&D Power Hour. They held like a radio show, and
Oh,
it was kind of like this, to be honest, where they go back and forth, but they would also play music. They would like
okay.
DJ at the same time, and
Mm.
when they did it, they had something where like they would run through the hallway public room, so they would run around
Yeah.
and you'd have to run to them and whisper something to them, and then you win. That was the first
Oh,
time I
nice.
won my throne, so I can literally remember that and remember that
Yeah.
moment. Because you're right, that when you get this item, whatever it is, you'll always remember.
Yeah.
Like we know you made the lodge furnace, and now we know Stronghandle worked on the cabin, and we know Goob made the amberwood. There's a story behind it. Like it's one passing to the other, right?
Yeah. Exactly. That's funny how you told about that competition. That it was, and one thing I was thinking when I went to Origins back today, that the tools to arrange anything were pretty limited, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But
Yes.
you
Yes.
kind of were so creative,
Mm-hmm.
and it's totally something really like we at the office we really like were amazed of things what people created what we couldn't even imagine. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's 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 so nice.
There are some like some rooms that people have done with different items, like for all these room competitions or whatever they want to build. And
Mm,
I have to say, like, I feel like we're at a whole new level now because we're older, obviously, and a little bit more creative, and there's
mm.
more items in the game now. It is like you said, it's kind of surreal what people can do. Like you don't
Yeah,
you could throw
yeah,
you can make, what do I have around me? You can make this paper clip, right? You can make this little
yeah,
paper clip, put it in the game, and I'm sure someone will figure out how to make it cool.
yeah, yeah. That's really something which kind of is a little bit maybe unique or even to the Habbos, like how creative people are.
Yeah.
Of course, it happens also on other games too, but a lot. But I think it's really like I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's yeah, there's some talented people. I'll shout out a few here. There's Samia. Samia creates some awesome rooms. Dovak does some awesome rooms in Origins. There's Frankie. There's tons of people that really do some unique things. And there's Groot as well, another one that comes to mind. And I will say for anyone listening, watching, like think about when you're building this room that there's an artist that made that item. And it could
Mhm.
be from the person we're talking to right now, and it could be from others, but there's an artist, there's a story within a story. Like, I
Yeah.
remember how I got that throne, but
Mhm.
there's an artist that made that throne. There's a story
Yeah.
there, and it's kind of, it's like a 25-year history with a lot of these items, and I think that's the
Mhm.
exciting part. It
Exciting, but also not so exciting when you have to do think that, oh, what I have to do this Halloween. No,
Yeah,
no.
true. There always has to be something new, right? You have to think more
Yeah,
creatively.
yeah,
um,
it can be really difficult.
I will say, with Origins, obviously Maccabee is the one that really like led the way for it. I was talking to some of my friends in Discord, and I let them know that you and I were going to speak, and to let them know if they had any
Mm,
specific questions. We were to answer everyone's question. Samura does not work for Origins, like we mentioned earlier. He's more a part of the collectible side. But I will tell you, Samura, that the community, literally a lot of the comments were, come to Origins, come to Origins, come to Origins. Like they want you in the game, just to let you know. I'm not gonna ask you if you will ever be in the game because I don't want you to say anything that you're not allowed or whatever. But I just want to let you know that the community admires you, like the people that know you, or when we tell them, hey, by the way, he made that, they go, what? And he's still here. Like, yeah, let's get him. So I just want to let you know that that people love what you did and love what you do.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm that's yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you're very welcome. It's yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, I'll see if I can find it after. I'll send a screenshot of like what people were saying, and it's you made them, honestly, man. You made them feel really special. Where they with Origins, one thing you'll realize, we're really passionate. We're really passionate, and sometimes a little too passionate. But one thing that they love is the unique style,
Mm,
the look, because modern is very different in some ways, right? The Neopets, for
yeah,
example, the items look different that are coming, but
yeah,
people here, they love that unique style that you obviously have something to do with it, and they want that maintained. They want that, like, they don't want to lose that.
yeah. I have been watching. Uh, of course, I'm following what is happening on Origins and what kind of
Of
stuff
course.
there's
Hmm.
published and so on. And I have noticed the same, yes. And with the strong handle who is making more stuff to the Origins, we have been had discussions with him about that he wants to keep the style and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the style means everything to everyone because
Hmm.
it's we want to maintain the integrity, the and the history behind the game, right? We want to make sure that
Yeah,
like you have that feeling because they want like the community wants it to be different from modern. Like
yeah,
there's two games, perfect, no problem. We want to make sure
mm,
it's separate, and I think that's why people want to maintain it.
yeah.
In terms of the game itself, on both sides, modern and origins,
Mm.
what excites you most about the future? Like, do you see like the game getting bigger, and that's what you, is it like more people seeing it? Is it collaborations like with Neopets, for example? Does that excite you? Like, is there something that excites you about the future of the game?
Two things. You
Hmm.
were you were talking. Uh, uh, you were using term modern,
Yeah.
and Jonas also mentioned that in your podcast that we are using that term to describe the beta client, and,
Mm.
and somehow it's a little bit. But yeah, the other thing is Jonas and the wires. I'm really excited about those.
Oh yeah.
I'm totally like those are something like really like interesting that users are able to create something really unique what they want and share it to others or make content to other people and kind of it's also so that it's not up for everybody,
Hmm.
you have to.
Correct.
I have tried a couple of times.
Hmm.
I have really like a small understanding of scripting and stuff like that, but it's so different and it's you have to really go deep into it before you
Oh
understand,
yeah.
and I value those creations so much that people can do, and it's amazing.
Yeah, the wired
And
furniture is something else. It's when I talked to Sir Jonas, like Jonas and I like went back and forth, and I will tell you, Samra, that the community, some community of Origins, does not want wired in the game. But
mm,
I am not part of that community. I think we need a little bit of wired, just a tiny bit, to like allow us a little bit more freedom with building stuff like games, and I love what Jonas is putting into the game. I also like that he's kind of he shared a video the other day, like it was kind of like a tutorial, like showing like what you could do with that
yeah,
new feature that's coming. And
I have to go through that
oh yeah.
to learn more. But what I have seen, what Jonas is cooking, it's really something like there's huge possibilities
Yeah,
for the builders.
100%. And it's funny because you're kind of developing. It's like the community can become a developer, like a quote unquote developer, right? Like they can
Mm,
kind of like develop their own game, their own style within a game, within its own
exactly.
universe.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
that honestly you can't really do that in a lot of games, in general. So to have that ability and that freedom is nice. Like for me, if I were to think of an idea for Origins, and I told this to Jonas, and in the podcast we were laughing because he would love to have wired in Origins, and he says there's a
Mm,
possibility that it wouldn't be the same thing, but he believes that some basic version could be
mm,
beneficial. If I were to choose, I would love something where, like, for example, you walk in front of a lodge door
mm.
and the door's closed. But if you
Yeah,
type in a password, the door
yeah.
opens, right? It'd be kind of
Mm,
cool if that
yeah,
something happens and now you can go in, right? I would want something
yeah.
like that.
That
It's
sounds
very
good.
simple.
I by no means no technical person, and but of course, because I have worked so much, I did production with that director software, and things are not so easy there than in the
Yeah.
modern software. So, it's interesting to see what McAfee comes up to, and in
Yeah.
general, yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
us.
by the
He's
way,
awesome. Hmm.
he's done amazing work.
No, he's killed it. He's done the game, like if we compare this year versus last year, it is it's different. Like the game has improved to a new level, right? Because now we have
Oh,
so
okay.
many different things where you can do in the game. Like you can garden, you can obviously fish, like we
Oh,
mentioned. There's so much
oh,
new
yeah.
furniture lines as well. There's also the nameplates. Like we are on our
Oh,
username. You
those
could
are really cool. Yeah.
those are cool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's funny because it somehow feels that that could be one direction back then too.
Yeah.
But those things were not possible then. There
Hmm.
was other priorities and other kind of plans and so, and those definitely are kind of what there has been things that are really, really like what could have been done then,
Yeah.
but it was not just possible.
Yeah, and that's and you're right about that because
Like
it
creative, in a creative perspective, those fit very well to the ideas we
yeah,
had back then.
100% agree. Like it makes sense, right? Like you look at it, you're like,
Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah,
that could have happened 20 years ago.
yeah,
Like that the
yeah.
design, the aesthetics. Yeah, so we have nameplates. We're able to like hold an item like in the on your avatar, like above your
Oh,
name. You could sit in
those
a
are
pod or you
really,
could hold. So I have
yeah.
popcorn. So in the game, when you click on
Oh,
me after, you'll see I'm holding a popcorn item. That's what I'm known for, by the way. I always put the popcorn emoji in the chat. So if people are very passionate in Discord, I just sit back and I'm just eating popcorn. I'm relaxing, doing my
I
thing.
can imagine that happens a
Oh,
lot.
it happens for sure. It happens for sure. There's some passionate people that really care, and I am one of those people, but I'm not. I maintain a certain level in my opinion, and I like to make jokes and have a good time. But I don't think
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with being passionate. I think
yeah,
people love the game.
let's be serious. That's exactly what you said. That people care, and that's they feel. That's why they feel strongly,
Exactly.
and that's of
Yeah.
course it's a positive thing.
100%. Yeah,
But
I think when it comes down to it, it's people want this special thing to like maintain some integrity, and I think Maccleby he's done a great job. Like I think he's listened to the community in terms of what we want and what we don't want, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we get in the future. What's the next? And I know we got this thing. I don't know if you saw. We have this thing now called Horizons. It's like a
mhm. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
it's the room. Like a square shaped room, 13 by 13,
Oh,
and
I like
it
that
has a design.
idea very
It's
much. Yeah,
nice, right? It's different. Like
it's really nice.
I wasn't fully sold on the idea first, personally. I was like a no in the beginning, and then like having the room, I'm just like, you know what? This actually can work. Like this, you don't know until you know and you try it out,
Yeah,
and it changed my perspective. It's
yeah.
I like the beach one. The beach is with the
Okay.
trees in the background. I love that one.
Yeah.
That one's nice.
I kind of like the idea because it kind of gives you certain theme for the room
Hmm.
pretty easily. You don't have to work a lot to achieve something.
Yeah.
You pop that there and couple of furniture, and you have a comfortable place.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a place that you can like chill at or make a game. Like
Yeah.
I've used the beach room for like my Habbo Survivor game that I do. So I do it based on the TV show and I bring it to the game, and it's fun. It's fun to see what people can do. What else has come into the game was the fact that now Origins is on Steam, right? Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
which is that is unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like who would have thought that a game like this from, its 25th anniversary, now it's well, or sorry for anyone listening, Origins is not the 25th anniversary. Habbo is 25th anniversary, but
Mm.
the game is from that olden day. But the fact that it's on Steam, I love it. I'm a Steam user. I have a lot of games. How did you feel like knowing now that's like it's on something else, another platform?
There's also like again like couple of things. Uh, One thing is of course that it's a new platform that we reach new players, possible players who might have
Yeah.
been familiar Habbo before,
Mm-hmm.
but are now kind of finding it again.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but also it's also a kind of a meeting place where people gather to play to
Mm-hmm.
each others, and in that sense, this is my wild imagination, but like a Habbo could be a perfect place to sit after the games for a while
Mm-hmm.
and discuss about in those small groups who have like played just like a very bloody match or something, and
Mm-hmm.
to discuss together.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be together in another game, like together, like online, and
Yeah, yeah.
I agree with you. I think it's a very
Or wait
chill.
for some other to come and so.
Yeah, I've noticed some new players come into the game like that didn't even know about it. We were there's also some Neopets players that like are joining the game and they're
Mm,
intrigued by Origins and what the game is, and a lot of it is because of Steam as well. Because right, it's a huge platform, a lot of games on it.
yeah,
Right, there's thousands
yeah,
and thousands of games, but it's I agree with you. It opens the door to a new audience, a new
yeah,
perspective, a new group,
yeah,
and it in some ways feels like a new beginning, right? Like just,
yeah, yeah.
and I think that's exciting. And then seeing what Maccabee does next is
Mm,
like because we're almost at the end of the year. Like we've this game has been here for 1.5 years, so
yeah.
who knows what the next 10 years looks like, right? Like who knows what this game will be, right? Like I may be with kids later on thinking about like where the game is, and it's a very different experience that we don't you don't normally think about. We I think we take things for granted sometimes in life,
Mm.
and now it's a perfect opportunity to appreciate these moments, to appreciate feeling young, and I think it's different.
What I really respect on Maglepie's like a way of doing things is that uh, he's really like understand what Habbo is, and he's been a player himself, and
Hmm.
he really knows what work and what not,
Yeah.
and that's also really interesting how he takes everybody together to develop the ideas and so.
Yeah, he's doing some great things. I've I mentioned to you the other day, but my goal is to get Maccabee on the podcast, and I know he's scared. He's scared of me right now. I know he's nervous. He's out there, maybe listening to this right now. Who knows? But
Okay.
yeah. But Maccabee, if you're listening and watching, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to say yes and come on here in this podcast. It's a safe place. But I think when it comes to the game on both sides, on modern
Mm.
and Origins, do you regularly like do you come on Origins time to time to see? Like I know you logged in today, but do you like to just like log in and just see what's happening?
Not that much, unfortunately, and maybe I should do it a lot more
Mm-hmm.
because to me, I think Habbo is kind of a one product. There's certain like dimensions and certain like approaches, but uh, overall, like it's about same thing, like meeting people and having fun, being creative.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exciting. And then on the other side, I know we call it modern on ours.
Mm.
I think some people call it modern, some people call it legacy. At the
No,
end
I
of the
call it
day,
OG. I
yeah,
call it OG.
OGA, that's a good one
Yeah,
too. I know Maccabee just calls it Habbo, and then this one's Origins. Like he keeps it
yeah.
simple. But do you log into that game a lot, or is it just it's more for like you're just focused on like
Uh,
work? It's hard. I'm guessing you don't have a lot of time to just like log in, right?
Well, and I have a life too, and
Yeah,
it's really difficult sometimes to justify hanging in the game as a like a work, you
yeah,
know. And I do it sometimes, but like I'm also like following a lot of like discussions in the service previously
Hmm.
called Twitter,
Yeah.
and that's my main source of like trying to understand what is happening in Habbo nowadays. And
Honestly, yeah.
Discord, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Discord and Twitter, we will always call it Twitter. I know it's called X, right? Obviously, but we
Yeah.
will I will always call it Twitter at the end of the day. For anyone listening and watching, I'll put into the description here that if you want to follow ksamra on X, it's Habbo K and then Samra. So we'll have the link in the bottom there. Hit him a follow. Let him know what you thought of this episode as well. But yeah, like I'll always call it Twitter at the end of the day. But there is a it's nice
Nice day.
it's nice to see like what people are thinking about the game, right? Like getting their thoughts and perspective. I know you shared the other day that you just you crafted your first avatar like in the
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
right.
did.
That was pretty cool. Hey,
Yeah.
you got it. Hey, you did a good job. Good choice. You have
Uh,
the little mustache. Like you did good.
yeah, I have been working on the collectibles team, and it's also something like it's a little bit like a controversial among like user base, but
Hmm.
like I kind of personally, to me, it could be a kind of like a game on top of a game, you
Yeah.
know. And there's, by the way, anything I say is not by any mean no financial advice or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just, uh, to me, it's a tech,
Hmm.
you know, and it's also like things like you, Mumio Papa has told that it's more about that you own what you own, and so basically we don't have. If you play a long time, you get some stuff, you lose your interest, you kind of you have nothing
Yeah.
because yeah, but like
Yeah, like the
that,
collectibles is kind of like a way to like own it, right? It's like it's it's yours in a way, right?
yeah, yeah,
So
and
I do like it myself.
well, there's also that aspect that it's somehow behaves a little bit with similar mechanics than like a stock market or something, and
Hmm.
it's also interesting. It's kind of tells about how people behave, and it tells about human or something.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. But of course, like on everything, if you spend money on something, like you should do it so that you are happy. You know,
yeah, yeah. I think I agree with that. I think
it's
whatever
entertainment. It's
exactly.
entertainment.
Yeah, it's entertainment. Yeah, you're paying for
Yeah,
entertainment. You wanna.
yeah.
I think for me, like I don't. A lot of people in Origins, for example, spend a lot of money on credits. I'm not gonna let you know how
Mm.
much I've spent on it, but
Okay.
I've spent a lot. Let's just say, I go, hey, this is I'm gonna just pay for it. It's all good. But I spent a lot of money in the game over the years, and I will say, like you want to, like you said, buy things that make you happy. You know, like who, you know,
Mm.
it's and I think for me, like on the collectible side, I know some things are, you know, worth stuff because depending on where you're getting it. And I'm just like, I don't really care too much about the value personally. For me, it's
Mm.
more just like owning it. And I love the
So,
clothing. Like there's some clothing in there. And I'm just like, all right, this is cool. Like you're wearing I saw your avatar. You have the cap, like the collectibles
oh yeah,
hat.
yeah,
That one's pretty cool. And it's, you know, the fact that you can just buy it is nice. Um,
yeah.
there's some cool aspects to it. Are you? I know you're a part of the collectibles team, obviously, but
Mm.
are you still doing a lot of art nowadays? Like, are you still doing? You're still thinking about like each the season, or is it like the team like collectively doing things, or are you guys individually? Like, how does that like dynamic work? Like, you're still doing it?
Uh, we have a kind of a team, and we have a quite good spirit, and we discuss a lot about things, and we follow a lot what happens on Habbo in general, and
Nice,
also and we are in connection with the a team that makes those modern items, and
nice.
so and we are just discussing a lot, and we are following like how users react on what we do.
Nice. Okay. So you saw
Yeah.
the reaction of the bone dragon. You're like, okay, people like this. Like my reaction.
Oh, that was something. That was really something. We knew that this has to be like good.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah.
was a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You.
and
Yeah.
I had some idea, and Strong Handle had some other opinions. It started from the Strong Handle sketch.
Hmm.
He had a nice sketch about it, and he was unable to do it this Halloween, and I thought that this is so special that we have to do it.
Hmm.
And I made a rough idea of it, and we discussed it a lot, and Strong Handle had certain ideas, and he made some changes, and then I finalized the product and
Cool.
the item, and it was a nice, nice thing, and we really kind of wanted it to be good.
Oh no, and it was it 100% was I think when it comes to the dragon, it's so iconic, kind of like the throne and the typewriter. Like you, if you're editing it or making it new, you got to make it special. You got to make sure it,
Yeah,
it maintains the
yeah,
integrity, but
yeah,
feels and like looks so good that people want it.
yeah.
No, it's 100% like yeah, it's cool because to me Halloween, and you might disagree, but Halloween in Habbo to me is the month. Like it is the time that everyone admires and gets excited for.
Yeah.
Um, I love Halloween, and we call it Halloween, I guess, right? But I love it. Like you could wear different outfits, you could do what you want, and I love all the spooky stuff. Oh, everything's so good. I can go on and on about it. I love it.
But if I can get a little bit back to the creative process, like
Hmm.
for us, it's sometimes really difficult to, if you are doing something, for example, the dragon process we did, if you are doing something, sometimes you kind of become kind of blind to your own work. And it's so important to have discussion. And also we use the so-called community council a lot sometimes to show them what we are planning, and they have some comments, and we take like their feedback and do stuff, changes and so.
Okay, so there's a bit of a process. Like it's like a team effort, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like artists are not like superstars or anything like that.
Mm.
We Yeah.
I'm curious myself. How long does it take to, like, let's say the dragon, because we're talking about that one. How long was that process? Like, did it take a few weeks, a few days, like to go from beginning? Because obviously Strong Handle had his sketches. Like, how long does that normally take? Like,
That depends so much what you are doing, because some items might look like really simple, but they might have, like, for example, really many animation frames, which means that
mm,
you have to draw the same item many times and so on. And sometimes you just have a good idea and you draw it, and it's one day and you are done. But
mm,
sometimes it takes a lot of time because of how the game assets are produced.
gotcha,
Yeah. For
gotcha.
example, the action figures we had in collectibles, those like a small scale avatars. The
Oh, I love
noob
those.
idea,
Mm,
I had the noob idea because I was so fascinated about the possibilities that Wired can do. Like the people could make some games that there's some characters that they could move and so.
true.
And I made it in one day because with I had some help from existing tools we have on the backside and so. But some other work that Handle has continued and made so amazing, like animated, like pieces that those of course take a lot of more time.
No, 100%. Yeah,
It
those.
varies a lot.
Yeah, I think even with the animations with like the Mocha Master, like grabbing something, like that's an animation of its own way where like it's giving you an
Mm.
item. I'm guessing do you guys get to do you guys have to also think about how the items rotate? I'm guessing, right? Like how many directions they can turn around as well.
Usually, I think it's so that if it brings something really like a special that you have those back directions, for example. For example, if it's a chair or something,
Hmm.
or there is some other reason why you want to show the back, I do those. But otherwise, if it's not bringing anything new, I leave those out.
Gotcha,
And
gotcha,
that's also like a matter of time,
gotcha. Okay, that's interesting.
and matter of meaning also. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%. In terms of the design itself, obviously there's different animations, different styles, and people getting inspired, like Goob with the Amberwood furniture line. Is there is there a furniture line like I guess what I'm asking is with the furniture lines now, let's say let's pick up
Mm,
Lodge for example. When
mm,
you made it gold or yellow, right? In the
mm.
originally, did you think about the other colors that it could become? Maybe I don't know. Like do you think about that at all or no?
I think that about a lot.
Oh
I
yeah.
like I'm a little bit. I have said this somewhere a couple of times, but like I could have made other choices with the color. To me,
mm,
it nowadays looks a little bit too yellow and too saturated and so. But like it's also has started to live life of its own, and people have so you are so used to it, and now that is it.
yeah.
But
Don't worry about
but
the color. It's good.
yeah, but the color in the club furnitures I made, it's maybe a little bit more towards what I would have been like that the lodge was.
Ah.
A tiny amount of, but like yeah.
You know what? That would be if for anyone listening and watching, all the any Origins artists make a Habbo Club style Lodge Fernie recolor.
Ooh.
That'd be hey, that's a good hey, that's a pretty cool idea, right?
Yeah,
Like it's
that was me too.
right that maybe maybe Sammer can do that. Who knows? But I think it'd be
Well,
kind of cool. Like if we had like a club
hey,
shop in
I,
Origins, that'd be
I
cool.
got my notebook.
There you go, your notebook now. Yeah, he's gonna take notes on.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
would be damn. That would be a good idea. That'd be cool because you saying that if you were to change the color slightly to match more the club furniture, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would pull out my wallet. I'd pull out my wallet. I'd be ready. But no, I think at the end of the day, we're at the basically the end of this podcast in here, and I do want to say that it is surreal speaking to you virtually, right? Being able to see like we're seeing each other right now, but it is it feels surreal that I'm talking to someone that made an impact on my childhood, on my life years ago, and allowed me to create memories with other people, and over the years being able to connect. And I just want to say before we head into the hotel, and for anyone listening and watching, Samara and I are gonna go into the hotel. We're gonna take a little quick tour. So stay tuned at the after the credits roll that we're gonna be walking in room to room and talking about it. But to end the main part of the podcast here, before we stroll in, I just want to say like it's been awesome. Like it's been awesome like speaking to you right now, and it's you've impacted my life. Honestly, Samra, I've admired your work. I followed you on X for a long time, and I'm glad the other day I had the courage to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him, hey, could you just uh, follow me back so we can I can ask you something. And then you did it, and I was able to just ask you, hey, would you want to be on the podcast? And I've created this thing for others to just listen, to see a community member connect with a work member where it's two pieces coming together chatting, and I want to say it's this has been awesome that I've been able to talk with some of you. Look, Elsewhere I talked to in the beginning. He was the first one. Awesome, awesome individual. I'm a huge fan of his. And then Sir Jonas. Jonas is hilarious. I love talking to him. He's awesome. But you, I just want to say thank you. It's been awesome, like chatting with you in this episode.
Thank you. It really has been a pleasure. You know, sometimes um, when you are doing like a job like day by day, it's like a difficult to keep in your mind that things you do can have a meaning to someone. And it's so like emotional to see those posts on the X where people are posting that they have made lifelong connections to each other, or tattooed some silly picture to their like a skin what you have done, and it's totally something that you don't think every day. And I really appreciate like uh, being so privileged to do these things.
Yeah, thank you. Like honestly, this episode has been awesome. I was glazing a little bit because I get so excited of like all the things you've done and what you've worked on and learning new things. Like I didn't know you worked on the typewriter, for example, and that impacted my childhood being in the newsletter on Habbo.ca, and it's been fun to just connect with you and being able to like do this. And
You
again,
too.
it's been it's been a privilege, and I look forward to us like doing it again maybe in the future and strolling in, and hopefully people can see you more in the hotel, walking around and saying hi.
Why not? Why not?
Why not, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
it's been an absolute pleasure. We'll end it off here in the main podcast episode, and then we'll stroll into the hotel. But for everyone listening and watching, thank you so much for for sticking around, and let us know what you think in the comments. If you have any additional questions for Samra, feel free to tweet out to him. Again, it's Habbo ksamra. So make sure you let him know what you thought of the episode as well. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, do all that good stuff, whatever you got to do. But most importantly, as always, we'll see you on the next one.
Good luck.
Peace and love. If you're still here with us and you want to see more, Samra and I are going to go into the hotel. So, Samra, if you want to log in, we can meet up in the welcome
No
lounge.
worries.
Maybe what I could do as well to make this fun, I'll let the community know if they want to see you inside the hotel. We'll have
Sure.
some fun here.
And by the way, thank you for everybody who were with me with my lousy English and
No,
narrow
no,
American words I use.
it was good. Like it was so easy to understand you. Like it was good. Like I had a good conversation. It was awesome. Like I love this episode so
Yeah.
much.
It was like first time I ever did this kind of thing, that talking personally
Hmm.
straight like to someone, and I was a little bit like nervous, and
Hmm.
so.
Yeah, I hope you had a good time. I hope it was good,
Oh my
and
God,
yeah, this is what I do. Like this is my thing, and I love doing these things and talking to people.
yeah.
Um, it's yeah, it's so different. Like when Elsewhere was the first one, learning like from his side and talking to him, it was nice. And then Jonas, and then even community members. Like I've talked to like other people from the community, and
Yeah, I
that's
have to
different,
listen
right?
those too. Yeah, that's
Right.
really interesting for me. Like to listen how like users like feel about things. That I really like you when you like asked me that should I do this. I was thinking that I was really like seriously thinking, and as I said, I haven't done this kind of things before. But
Hmm.
I listened to your podcast, and you felt professional, and also where had done uh, his episode and so on. I thought that why not? Yeah.
I appreciate it. Um, I'll type here.
have to. Mm.
Farts in face. Yeah, Wolf is he's a community member, so yes, we just recorded our podcast. Can I have a question? Glass of water or a can? But you see, like it's no, it's not live. No, it's not live.
Yeah. Ah, it is like a.
That's funny. Look how many people are coming. I literally just posted this in the chat, and then like everyone is just like rolling in, excited. You know.
I have some difficulty to read. My eyes are also like 25 years like older.
You know. Look, Wolf says Mocha Master is a great design. Yeah, Mocha. Straggly says Mocha's her favorite. Mine obviously is the club sofa because I wish I had one in real life. Did you ever work on the public rooms at all? Did you design like? Did you work on
Oh
this one?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically, I made, for example, I made the wobble squabble and the Lido, the jumping.
Wow. Let's go to if we want to head there, let's head to Wobble Squabble now.
First, first uh, public space I made was the game room lobby, and then I made the outside place, wobble rooftop.
Rooftop,
But
oh, yeah, Rooftop Rumble.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a really fun project. I made it with one programmer, and I made the concept for the game and graphics and all. It was really nice.
Yeah, this is okay, this room is cool. Like the fact like look at we have two people like battling it out. Who do we have here? We got
Yeah,
Widowmaker against what is that? Wilf? Yeah, that's Wilf right there. Let's see who
yeah,
wins this battle right here.
yeah. It's funny. It's like a looks little silly, when they compete each other. So I really this is something I enjoy, like what I have been doing. Like I think I made it good back then, considering all aspects.
Yeah, and if you click on
But then,
people's names too, you'll also see the nameplates that people have on.
oh yeah, those are really nice ideas.
Yeah.
That's one of those ideas. I can't really think that if somebody had popped that kind of idea back in the days,
Oh
those
yeah.
would be, well, yeah,
So Widowmaker asks, did you make hamburgers?
yeah. It's also like one thing that it's just a fact that I have done those things, that this is like something personal. That I have happened to do those things that I know that some people like very much, and it means them a lot, but also it feels a little bit difficult to, I don't want to sound like I'm like a bragging or anything. It's also for me. It's kind of it's my life. It has been my life. Habbo has been part of my life, and yeah, I have just done stuff on my day-to-day work, and I have happened to love my job.
Yeah, this is a nice room. I like the
Mm.
colors and I love like
And,
the reds. Like I love red. Like that's one of my favorite colors. Yeah, it's a really nice room. Very chill, very like casual, kind of like what we talked about before. Like you're just having a
yeah,
seat, you know.
yeah, but it was really strange that you didn't have anything to kind of copy. You didn't have like a. You just had to do something, and I was really like starting to learn how to draw pixels, and so.
Did you, Wolf is asking here in the room, what was the program you used to design? Like, did you use like Microsoft Paint to do a lot of your stuff back then?
Photoshop mostly.
So here's like,
Oh,
right?
really nice.
Like,
This is so wild that like how creative people are and how the tools are so limited, but like people start to build things that resemble like something other that they are like meant to. And yeah, really nice. In this room, I have made uh, I made the kind of the trophies and those skeleton and mummies on the posters, and which I could do better nowadays. The
you know what
skeleton.
if you want to steal an idea I had the other day, um, you see the mummy poster and the skeleton poster on the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to steal an idea for next year, Samra, where you tell Maccabee,
Mm.
hey, this is what we want, I would personally want to see a witch, a werewolf,
Oh, oh,
a
yeah.
Dracula, right? Like
Mm.
iconic, like and have them also an option,
Yeah. That sounds actually a really good idea.
right?
To
Just something
make
very
to start some sort of a small collection out of those. That are
ex-
same idea.
exactly. So this room, can you get Wilf is hilarious. Can you guess which 8 items in this room he created? So let's see what people think. All right, so he's made the following: Mocha,
The,
Majestic, Certificate poster. He did the duck poster. He did the camera
and the duck.
and the duck. Oh, the duck at the top and the duck. So one, two,
And I
three,
don't.
four, five, six, seven. Oh, and
And
the
how did
cans.
you? Yeah, cans and those lodge tables. I kind of count those because those are
He
worth.
counts the cabin tables since he made
Yeah,
the full lodge Fernie line.
yeah. I remember this newsbox room. It
Yeah,
was.
there's a person named Wenders that also made one, but we'll just stick around and Matthew's in here since he this room is pretty fun.
Yeah,
Ksamra made the typewriter.
yeah.
Oh, look
I
at
found
that. The
this.
best Fernies. There it is. Oh, look at that. Wolf says that's the best one. That's awesome.
Tell me about the. I haven't followed so much. I a little bit know the concept, but more about the gardening.
Yeah, so basically how the gardening works, we grab an item from the NPC and then we can
Mm-hmm,
like water it. And then every so
mm-hmm,
often it starts to grow and you have to keep
mm-hmm.
watering it or else it'll die. And then eventually becomes matured and then it turns into
Mm.
like a tree like this and then it stays like this and you don't have to water it anymore. So
Okay.
it's yeah, it just continues to grow and then you can harvest it. So if you see on some of the trees there's like apples and oranges, I can
Yeah.
actually take those, I can harvest it, take the apples and oranges off the trees, and essentially it turns into a currency that you can
Oh,
use to buy more plants and grow them again and again.
wow, that's nice. Yeah. I
Yeah.
love it, by the way, Animal Crossing. Yeah, I visited this room earlier. Yeah. Oh, this looks beautiful. I made that monster plant. Is I'm I'm kind of like it still, but it was fun thing to do.
And this here's the amber wood of the divider in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Right.
like those. Yeah.
Yeah, Goop did a good job.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, if I remember right, this was the first place I kind of made after the game hall lobby,
Hmm.
and this was something I put some effort to think that what I would really want to do, and kind of a comfortable uh, pub atmosphere that you could sit with your friends, and there's certain places you can sit, and there could be several groups of people and so on. But of course, like when I see it now, it is really simple, and mm, but it's also sometimes so that those characters become kind of details, and the space acts as a kind of a background.
This experience today, this was awesome. I
Yeah,
just want to say I don't want to take too much more of your time. We've been here for about 2 hours, but I had a good time. This was fun. This is awesome.
I enjoyed this too. Thank you very much for asking me, and yeah,
Yeah,
I enjoy
thank you,
what you have done, and I will listen more your podcast, and I really appreciate what you are doing.
thank you so much, man. It was an honor
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
privilege.
Thank you.